Throughout the course of AS Media Studies, especially with the production of my film, along with smaller tasks that were done according to the set curriculum, my skill not only in videography and editing, but producing, but also in analyzing minor details that are well needed for my products had improved significantly. Prior to stepping into this course, I had successfully identified my passion towards media with my experience of 5 years making short form videos in both school projects and content making, while also making attempts at cinematic short films that are inspired from all and every meaningful motive featurettes that I saw on social media. Since production in media as a whole is a large and sophisticated scale of different elements, I was not able to fully grasp the concept of producing a short film. Back in 6th grade, through inspiration from YouTube Kids channels such as Sis vs. Bro, I had wanted to film my own videos. However, I did not have the possession of a professional camera. Therefore, I used my phone instead, which then was an iPhone 6 Plus, to film all of my videos. However, as I grew older towards freshman year of high school, I started researching and grew interest towards Sony camera. This is due to the high quality videos and wide range of resolution that I could watch from a small content creator using it online. I got my hand on the Sony ZV-E10 when I was 14. Being particularly interested in mirrorless camera due to its ability to be able to view the screen from multiple angles, which made producing videos much easier, regardless of being a team or on my own. I figured that the mirrorless lens structure is the best and most sustainable option. I bought the camera along with its lens kit of 16 to 50 millimeters, f/3.5 to 5.6 OSS2, which helped deliver best quality and smallest possible resolution, having every shot coming out clean, which play a crucial role in cutting down cost production time. However, I wasn't particularly sure in how to use this, as well as manually change the setting of the brightness, color, and contrast. Ever since enrolling in the AS Media Study course, I learned how the ISO works and on the camera, how to use manual mode in an effective way, including how to change shutter speed so that I can take pictures quickly without blurring out, or to manually change the brightness and contrast instead of using the auto mode, which has caused the brightness in my production to change rapidly. This caused a significant problem and a waste of time during the editing process. This resulted in the quality of my production rising, the post-production time decreasing, which helped me to be more efficient with working to achieve the best color filter during filming. This had lowered my time spent on color grading, and the color is satisfactory. Aside from the camera itself, lighting is one important aspect to be taken account for. I used to not take notice of any lighting before enrolling in this course. My thinking involved only having natural lighting for a positive atmosphere and a darker setting for a change of tone is enough. Yet this would lead to the film being constricted in depth and cinematography, as it is hard to guess the mood and atmosphere of the film if there are limited color saturation and short range of lighting contrast. After being taught on how to use lighting effectively to convey the message of the film sequence, I went from utilizing the sun as my lighting source to completely being able to control of the setting on my own using the Godox TL30 RGB to adjust how certain scenes connote a certain sentiment and control the narrative around the characters. After several uses and lessons, I have learned how to fix the harsh lighting to condense the effects to be more subtle while also delivering the top cinematography. Moreover, knowing the set and how to arrange filming environment to the best suit of your production planning is one crucial step to producing a high-quality film. Before AS Media Studies, my filming plan was insufficient. Because I have worked in the media department for different clubs, in which every task given for me to create a video, my plan would only consist of brainstorming the ideas, making storyboard, and a vision board. I did not account for the location, the amount of actors, and potential risk. Filming schedule or detailed screenplay, since from my perspective, it was unnecessary. However, the consequences turned out to be worse than expected due to trouble arising within the shooting site, the actors not receiving enough details upon what they had to do, which made the whole process unpleasant and frustrating. This course had taught me how to do proper planning in order to ensure a productive filming day. Less error and danger occurs as a thorough scheme was made beforehand, especially during shooting day, where setting occur on the road scenes involve murders, car crashes, and accidents. Detailed plans of action are absolutely needed. Not only does this improve my progress on producing the film for opening as the AS Media Study course, but the amount of time I spend on my tasks and on the extracurricular media department also become adequate. Before AS Media Study course, I had always used simple, popular, and accessible editing software such as CapCut and at times Canva to edit my videos due to the feature being easy to use, such as the titles, effects, and filters on display, making it easy for users. However, most of the features turn from free into required payment over the time, resulting in the process being frustrating and inadequate to finalize a product effectively. Furthermore, higher-level skill sets of editing, such as complex color grading graphs and color wheel, along with the masking effects that the basic editing apps could not deliver the best performance. The biggest difficulty using CapCut is that I cannot work offline. This means that I need to be constantly connected to a network in order to do my editing. This has caused major inconveniences during the post-production process, as during times of technical issues, nothing can be done and I cannot hustle every moment possible like for DaVinci Resolve. Although I hesitated of the thought of learning how to do DaVinci Resolve due to its professional outlook, not being vibrant and having visually displayed visual like CapCut, I had learned how the software worked early in my studies. I have come to a realization that not only is DaVinci Resolve easy to use when patience and motivation to learn is applied, but it is also an incredible tool to create high-quality, versatile, captivating, and impactful through its features, making the film incredibly cinematic. I have now gotten used to the editing on DaVinci Resolve with my editing skill leveling up with each use. I can now fully grasp the understanding of individual technical elements and excellently bring a film idea into life. Last but not least, developing a website to showcase my products. Before the course, I didn't know how to design a decent website due to my background in IGCSE Global Perspective projects, which has taught me how to do the basics. I used to create and develop my websites on Wix.com since it was easy to operate and there were a lot of creative freedom. However, as time goes on, in this program, I have learned how to work around different resources and not only Wix, since the usage is limited and require payment upon reaching the limited storage. I use Google Site in particular for my AS Media Study blogs, even though there weren't a wide range of templates or as many creative and whimsical elements. I have learned ways to break such restriction by adding images and arranging content in unique ways. I now feel much more comfortable working with Google now than I was prior to this course. In conclusion, throughout this media study project, my skills have developed dramatically in various areas, including how to plan properly, film a cinematic piece, editing, and developing my own showcase site.